Hey guys, it's Diana. Today we're just gonna finish up some things I've been wanting to do. We did this one Thursday, and we have the other one here, and I have the background done. We're gonna do that, and I think that's probably it for today. But I do have this little one, which is kind of a stray, and I don't really want this Christmas one, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Might do something. Lots of projects to do. I'm into these guitars too. Do you love guitars? I had a stray piece of wood out there we might do, and I am gonna, I think we do it today, but I'm gonna paint a pair of Crocs black with pink flowers. You guys might want to watch that. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but soon. They were my husband's Crocs, and they're camouflage. And I had done Van Gogh on them, and I'm sick of them. Well, I don't know how it is where you are, but right now it's so crappy and cold. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. Yesterday was beautiful. I got a bunch of stuff done. If I can find me. Gotta go in my groups. Oh, no, it's on this page. No. Nope. Let's go back. I'm in the group, right? Public group. Groups. Where's my groups? Groups. Gotta get to groups from here. Yeah. So yesterday I just got a bunch of stuff done in the yard. I'm paying for it today, but I had to clean my fridge. This stanky. And today is like you take trash out on Sundays. My daughter's coming down tonight. So I got a few things done this morning. I'm making pots. I gotta transfer my baby plants. I make them out of bags, garbage bags. All right, Diana, how do you get over to groups from here? Right here. Photos, events. It says live. Where am I? I got a bunch of stuff pinned to the top. No, it's not the group though. How come I'm not seeing a group button? How come I'm not seeing a group button? How come? How come I'm not seeing a group button? Am I blind? Let's put done. There's no group button. Go back down here. Oh, there we are. Duh. Here I am. Here I am with my wild hair. Get a little color in it. Looks a little better, but it's a little wild today. Kept putting my hoodie on and going out and taking trash out and stuff. I was like, not too curly today unless I get in the rain. All right, so again, here is what we're doing. And I got the butterfly and the birds from a napkin that I got at Wegmans, which I think I threw away, but we're going to use another one. And we're going to do it similar. It doesn't got to be exactly the same, but I wanted to match set because I'm going to be selling these. I'm going to try to get into this place they're hiring right now, or they're looking for artists downtown. But I don't want to be carrying nothing heavy into the place, so if I do a bunch of small ones, and I think they do a lot of small, like, stuff. I've been in there a couple times. So the big paintings, save that for another day. So I've been liking doing these banjos. I have a couple pieces of wood and bring them out. Forgot. But we're going to do this right now. And then I have a small canvas I'm going to mess with. It's kind of a stray. It doesn't really match anything. Then I'm doing for summer. It's a winter painting. Anyway, so I'm going to turn this around. And I got acrylic paints. This is a old canvas, nothing fancy on it. I went and I back painted it with a lot of strokes with the medium round brush, and I left the sides black. It's pretty sturdy, feels solid, and it's definitely thrift store because that's where I got it. Actually, I should say thrift online. I got it from Poshmark. But I had planned on doing one thing, end up just going to paint it. But I look for things I can paint, so people like things that are sturdy and old and just different, you know. So this is definitely different. So I'm going to get a round brush, paper towel, And I'm going to start by doing some flowers. Now what I did was I did the poppies first. I think I used a flat brush, like a small, medium flat brush. Where is it? There it is. I also got this painting we did last night. And as you know, when you're talking, it's really hard to get your painting as good as the first one. Here is the first one, right here. And mine kind of early, so nobody's on yet. And then I did this one, you know, while we were talking, I showed them how to do it. And it's a little off. So I think I'm actually going to fix it up a little different. I do that. You know, this is my teachable one, and I'll do one little fancier. That's a beautiful painting, though. I call it Galaxy. Pretty, huh? Anyways, I'm going to mess around with that today. And I had something else I had to paint. Oh, I'm going to paint those, I don't think it's going to be today, though. I might paint the back, the Crocs in black, and then come back later and put the design on them. I actually seen a pair that want this just like that, but they want $69. I don't think so. I mean, they've always been expensive, but I think that's a bit much. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do those. I got two pieces of one's a plate. I got paint on here, so I'm using it. I'm going to go into this red, wet my brush. Go into this red. Oh, I think it's kind of dried up. Let's put some red out. My paint. This stuff's pretty thick, so I'm going to get my palette knife and go down into the bottom. If your paint gets thick, most acrylics are water-based, and you can add a little water to it and make it softer, either in the jar or on your palette. So it's a different texture. It's supposed to be. So. Alright, so I'm going to kind of loosen it up with some water. I'm going to use a flat brush. I'm using just the tip of the brush. And I'm going to kind of make little half circles, like that. I want like around 4 or 5. They gotta be perfect. These are poppies. Poppies have a dark center. I'm going to do them in the approximate way I did on the other picture, so they're kind of a match set. Flat brush. Bring it towards the center. Oops, lost it. Hold on, guys. I've been organizing, and I don't know if this corner, I need to do something about this table. I actually have another table outside too that I could use, but I haven't gotten to that either. Or I'm thinking about maybe getting a new table in my front room, or kitchen, great room, whatever you want to call it. I'm using that one, but I don't know now if it's going to fit. I gotta get my measuring tape out before I make any big decisions. All right, so I got 3 of them. That's what I had in the other one. I'm kind of following this painting. And then, let's see. Get a medium brush. We're going to put little highlights on that. Medium to small round brush. Round brush. You want a round brush. Yeah, so that is what else to do today. We found a good deal on, you probably don't like these, but we like ham hocks. And I hadn't had them in ages, since the South. They make this thing called Southern ham hocks. And, let's get back to where it was. And it's like, I would just put some potatoes and carrots in it. But it's like, there's got a bunch of stuff in it. Alright, took me out of there. Savon. Chili powder, different things. So I just like it. We're having that. It's in the crock pot. They take forever to cook. So I been waiting on. They've been on since like 10 o'clock. They're finally getting soft. They take forever. And I'm doing potatoes and carrots. I'm making a pineapple coleslaw. My daughter don't get until late. She can have a good supper. It's cold enough, so it's kind of warming the house up. I get some white out now. And I'm going to detail these up a little bit. Let me get some black first. I'm going to go into the black. I'm going to kind of dab the middle for a little the center of the poppies. Just a tiny bit of black. Just kind of smush them around, circular but not perfect. These kind of designs are perfect for like if you're designing wallpaper or patterns for clothing or sheets or something. This is kind of what they would do. They just kind of do a conglomerate of color. All right, so let's get the white, and we're going to do like some little, not too bright. I'm going to dull it with a little black, I think. Not too white. I'm going to kind of just make some little, like that. Some little indications of some ruffly leaves around the edges. A little white. There. Just gently put it on. A little more white. Ruffle these edges up a little bit. I didn't put too many notices out that I was coming on early or that I was coming on today, but I'm hoping most people remember every Saturday, 4 o'clock in the group, every Thursday night on my main page, 7 o'clock, Paint and Create. Right, so now what I did was I did like a violet, a purple, which is called, these are all deco art, by the way, called lavender and blue. Did I do the blue first and then lavender? Yeah, I did the blue first. I did this vivid blue as a base. I'm making kind of like a still bee or something like that. I'm gonna come in with the blue first, which is about had it too, so let's put some of that on. Now the background I just painted white. There was like a shoe picture kind of thing. And then I started putting strips of like the green, the blue, and the white, and ochre to keep it like, you know, not so bright. And then I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to make these like, well, wait a minute. First I did, wait a minute. Let me get the green. I need some green too. Green, blue, yeah. Where's my green? So much for being ready, right? Had a busy week. Busy, 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 guys. Busy, busy. I had that sinus infection first part of the week. I don't know if the trees are blooming where you're from, but oh, let me tell you something. First couple of days, I was just nose was running like a little kid. Yeah, I did the green and blue. I mixed them together a little bit. This is just a regular, like a Kelly green. And I kind of want to bring it right through here. I'm gonna make these like fronds or stems. Alright, so then what I did was I took the blue straight, and I kind of started dabbing them on flat like. This way I dab them on until they're kind of flat. We're gonna highlight these with some purple and white. Make them kind of flat. Look a little more fuller when I get some more colors on here. I actually did 2 of these. Didn't overlap, but we're gonna let this one overlap a little bit. A little bit bigger. Fill this in. I did 2 of them actually. this. A little green over that. All right. A little small one here. Okay, so now I'm going to do that lavender. It's a pretty purple. Over the top of the blue. Always dark to light, guys. Always dark to light. I'm waiting to paint. I had to get that kitchen done, part of it anyways. Waiting to get it done. So cold too, hard to get motivated, but I got that done. I got the peacocks in. And been boxing up Salvation Army again. This place is smaller than I'm used to, and I have to like kind of delegate all the books. I have a lot of books to go through. I got all my art books together because I'm going to be doing some special stuff in the other group. I came up with this plan. It's the creative area. You have like one section on color, another section on, you know, composition, keeping it real simple. It's actually a concept from a children's teacher. So it should be pretty easy for most people coming into my group. Well, there'll be some complicated parts, but it's pretty easy. Will be for me, because you can't really put videos in the group anymore. So I'll just do, you know, little charts and little discussions, and I'm going to do some in this group. Show you guys again, and then I'll put it back over to that group, and we'll have fun learning about it. Yeah, I'd like to make 2 videos. All right, so see how I got like all those little different colors in there now? Now I'm going to add some white. I'll give it a nice little look. Just kind of skim it over the top. You're still dotting like, or whatever you want to call it. Because each individual flower, you're kind of coming back over the top, give it a little highlight. If it gets too light, like I'm going to come back, this looks too light to me, I'm going to add a little more purple, that's all. Or a little blue, it's up to you. Just smush a little bit on. Just a little bit, not too much. Chilly at the window, it's a little chilly in here, but that's okay. I like it cool at night, you know. Not my heat kicking on, but I like it cooler at night. Just kind of a little more blue in this one. And some purple. Got a little too white there. I'll take that green, straight green, and make some more little, these have like a lot of little tiny leaves on them. You know what I mean? Like this. All right, so I did another one too. See, this one is like kind of over too far. But I did one kind of at the top of it, and I did a pink one on the other side. So let's see if we can bring one over this way. I get the green and blue mixed together again. And kind of, I think I'm going to put it like, I'm going to overlap it a little bit, put it over here. Just skimming it on. A little more water. Green and blue. Thin out a little bit if you have to. Sometimes with a small brush it moves a little bit better if it's a little bit thin. Not a lot, but just a little. All right. Same thing, we're going in with the blue. Gonna make these kind of cone-shaped, elongated flowers. Still bees like this. They're like a pink. There's different ones. There's other plants and I can't think of them right now. I have something like this, or I did. I get different plants now. I'm bringing in a few that I overgrew. I drew a Monarda. I had red. You guys know what that is? This bee balm. Well, I got a pink. I started from seed. It took last year. I babied it all summer long. Planted it towards the end of the winter or summer, and looks like it's doing all right. I have something else I've grown in. I overwintered in a milk carton. That's doing all right too. I'm not even sure what that is. I go to look at it. I don't think I can pronounce it. I'm always trying new stuff, you know. I think you do that when you are a gardener or a painter, you know, you try new stuff, you know. That's good. I want one right here, maybe a small one. Yeah. Right. I'll take over the screen a little bit. Don't even know the name. Anybody on yet? I don't know. I came on kind of early. If you're on, just come on and say hello. Say hi. Just like, again, we're painting on a old canvas from the thrift store. It's on a pretty good wooden base, which makes it really nice. It's nice and sturdy, nice and tight. Sometimes I'll gesso over them, and I didn't have to do that with this one, so I'm about ready to hit up there again, see what else I can find to paint. There's one more in a closet buried here. I'm going to move this plastic drawer thing here, and there's some stuff that's got to go out, so I'm going to see if, I know it's back there. It's like a 2-pane thing. I got to take the insides out and paint it. So I'm doing like a lighter purple now. I think it's just called lavender. They're Deco Art paints. Now you can seal this too. I'll do that at some point. I just use my gel medium and seal them. Kind of like on the darker colors, it makes them pop, because darker colors in acrylic, especially the blacks and browns, tend to get dull. So when you go to paint, if you notice that, it's gotta be sealed with something. We're going to finish with some white. Kind of coned and elongated. I'll just use a little dark color back over it a little bit. All right, now I'm going to do the white. Kind of want to skim it. I want to do it too perfect. A few dots, a few skims. It's be nice next couple of days. It warms up a little bit. So I got some stuff I want to do out there. I need to hit my daughter's here tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing, but I really need to get to the Home Depot again. It's a little too early for plants, but I need some brick. And I want to look at paint. So I got a bunch of mulch that hit on sale. I still got them in my trunk. I gotta get them out of there. I had 2 bags out. I used them already, so. But stuff I had to do. It's still like this was a new build. They had to dig a hole, and there was gravel everywhere. Then right after we moved in, there was some kind of sewage problems, and they dug a hole for that. So I finally got grass and garden, but there's still a lot of rocks. I edged my whole garden with the rock, but that's not really what I wanted. But it doesn't look too bad, so it's all natural. It's okay. So I think you got the idea here. So still working on the yard. And I got some baby plants I'm going to put in some pots that are ready to get out of the nursery pot. Take some green. I'm going to put some little leaves and little stems going up to it. So now I did some pink flowers, just little like pink flowers, like right in this area. So the stem, doing that next. Won't be exactly, but that's okay. I might have to cross this in a little bit, or could I? Maybe I'll put them on the other side. I got more room on the side. Let's do that. Get a similar look, but we're gonna do it on the other side. Kind of mirror it. That's a good idea. Get a little over here. Bring it all the way up. Now I'm going to do pink and white. Take that pink, add a little bit of white to it. It's Fuchsia Pop. It's the name of the color. Fuchsia Pop. Add a little white to it. And we're going to make little 5 stemmed little blossoms. Just lay your brush on some medium to small. 4 or 5 is good, little stems. This one can overlap too, that's okay. It's gonna have a center too. Pink and white. Get a nice pinky light color. Do one here. Just lay them down. Make little lines. Twist your brush if you have to. Some more pink to that white. Color centers, I had like, it's like there's white centers too. These are a little lighter than the other ones over there, so that's okay. Maybe we'll do a dark pink. It'll show up better. Center. We'll do that. Just need them similar. They ain't gotta be perfect. Just similar to the other ones. Right, so I'm gonna take my back of my brush. I'm gonna do the dark pink instead of the white. Little pink, little dainty centers. You guys can see this. I hope you can see this. And move it over. I go the right way. I think I went the wrong way. There you go. That's the right way. There you go. Take that green, add a little yellow to it. Kind of perk up these leaves a little bit. Get some little leaves. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing I did was I cut the birds out next. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, hold on. I think I added a few more. Let me add some bushy parts. Let's do a little bit bigger brush. I'm going to do this square flat one, small. Maybe like a 1/4 inch maybe. I think I added a few more. Let me add some bushy parts. Right. Let's do a little bit bigger brush. I'm going to do this square. Let's do the green and blue again. Small. So you get like a greenish blue. Maybe. I a few more. Let me add some bushy parts. There you go. Now I'm going to add like these little kind of bushy bushes. Like that. Just a few here to kind of fill everything in. We're also going to add some, I added them later. They're like little, I don't know what you would call these, kind of like a lily kind of thing. Can you see them? I added some lilies. You do this, and I'm going to add some birds and, what do they call them? Butterflies. Just fill, you want to fill in stuff. That's what you're doing here. Just kind of fill it out a little bit. See how I just did a white one here? You can just, you lay it down and you do hearts. You guys remember how I showed you how to do hearts? Same thing. Then you can do one like that. You get kind of a, almost like a fern. You can make them longer too. They don't have to be so short if you want more fern looking. Like that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my birds out. Where are they? Birds. Let's see. Need that package of napkins. I thought I had one out. I think he might have found the floor on his own unless he's out here. No, it's on the floor somewhere. You pull one out, and I'm going to use gel medium to glue this on. You can use Elmer's glue too. Let me see. Get Liquitex gel medium. And I'm going to take some scissors. And you could rip these two with your fingers. I'm going to use my scissors. So I'm going to get around them pretty good. Now, when I put these on, you'll see that I add stuff to them. You can blend the edges in with paint. Sometimes I paint right over them, depending on what I'm doing. So no one says you got to have these all perfect and blah blah blah. Because I'll paint the birds and I'll paint the butterfly. I'll blend the edges in with paint according to whatever I got in the background of the painting. So you'll see what I'm going to do. So I don't worry about having too perfect. So sometimes a little rough edges is good. Ripped edges tend to, I'm going to take the back off, ripped edges tend to stay on your painting better. And they look less fake. They look like they belong in the painting, if that makes any sense. Then I went and I got this one. He has a flower next to him, and I just incorporated the flower right into the painting. I'll show you. See him or her. I'm going to go around this bear. Then I did that blue butterfly, but there's also a kind of a striped, tiger stripe something butterfly. I think I'll just stick to the blue one. Where is he? Yeah, but there's a blue one. There's also poppies on here too. You could take the poppies off here and fill them in. So then I have a matched set of these. I don't know if somebody buy a set, but they might. If not, it's just a keeper. Because it's a cute painting, I think. Alright, so now I got a little butterfly here. Just kind of wet your fingers. And get that back up. There we go. You put this anywhere you need to. I'll wet it a little bit, smooth down. Put this over here, opposite of the other picture. Let's put this. This right here, and this one can go like right here, because we're going to put, like I said, we're going to put these like lily looking flowers in, these ones, pink and white, and there'll be a lot more foliage too. We're going to add more foliage as we go. Alright, so I got my Liquitex. Now you can do this with a brush. I use my finger, as any proper artist should. Make it more tactile. And I do both sides. Now this looks kind of shiny when I first do it, but it'll dry clear and kind of flat. So it says glossy, but it won't be too glossy. I want this like sitting on the limb here. Smooth it out. Like I said, I'm gonna go around the edges and make this look more like a bird. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to dry before I do that though. I'm gonna get this one right here. Did I get the back? I think I get the back off this one. There you go. Tricky stuff using this stuff. All right. Same thing. I ripped it. Well, actually, I think I can fix it. Put a butterfly right here. And then put this part back in. Just gonna drag it out a little more. These things are kind of, I don't like that one. We're gonna get a new one. We'll get a new one. We'll cut another one out. Okay. Then the trash. Okay. Where are you? I don't like this one either. I'm gonna get the other side here. Well, what'd I do? Just take this one. Kind of missing a corner, but I can fix that. I love working with these little napkins though. If you're not really good at doing critters or butterflies, you can just do it like this and then fill it in, which I'll show you how to do. There he is. There's our butterfly. Let them dry a little bit. Like I said, you can take your small brush. I kind of fill in those edges a little bit. I can take that, take a little green and white. I don't have any ochre on here. I need to get it on here. I can kind of start like coming around the edges and like, but I think he's like sitting on a limb here. This one I can kind of take some green. This thing's like this, and I can kind of make it look like he's sitting on a edge here. I can take some black and I'll give him an extra wing. I did that with the other one. And that kind of fills him in a little bit. Some green foliage here. I think he's sitting on a branch. Same thing with this one. Oops, I got too light. 2, 8. Alright, let them dry and I can do the bodies. And then I'm going to start making these like lilies. Kind of filling this bottom section, needs to be filled in right here. I did like pink and white strokes. I did like, I'm doing right over the top of stuff because you're just kind of making a collage of flowers actually, if you guys know what a collage is. Pink, and I'm going to add some white. Tiniest bit of orange, not much, orange or yellow. Just to kind of break up. With that pink will turn kind of orangey when you add a little yellow, or you can just add yellow or orange. So you end up with something like this. Little small strokes. Fan them out. Go in that pink again. Let's do one right here. Same thing, I'm going to fan them out. A little orange and white, yellow. Not sure what kind of flower this is, but it's fun. Pink. Need one more somewhere. I can always put threes. Let's put one right in this area. Looks a little bald over here. I'm gonna make like this little cap almost. Bring it in like this and just choop. I did that with blue. I'm gonna put a little green on that now. I could add a few little, same thing, little leaves. Kind of funky it up by, instead of making it so straight, because in nature I don't think it would be so straight. Maybe a few things would be, but bring it right down to the bottom here. Now let's see what else we got. Now we're going to start, I think I did more than two. I think I had three, I got four in there. There's a couple more in there. And I added more of these little pink flowers too. You could do that. Let's add some like, let's add some right in this area. Just like little stars, like 5. I did these a little later. Let's add some white to these. And there might be some right in the end of this branch right here. We're just looking to fill this in a little bit. Yeah. So it kind of reminds you of like a phlox. Grab some green and make some little tiny stems. Put some more pink and white again. Put some more in this area. Kind of fill this in a little bit. Then I can start adding more foliage. Let's do a white center on these. Same thing, get some green and kind of make some little foliage stems. Pink ones. So I add some more foliage. And do the same thing. It's a little bigger brush. My flat square brush. Oops. Just stuff the brush down the side here. There we go. That was a pen. Okay. I'm going to take some that green and blue again, and maybe just some green and white this time. Let's do some light colors too. We're just going to kind of make some more foliage. We could add some more streams like that. Could add one to this, like that. A little green and white. Maybe one here. Maybe a couple up here. Just kind of filling some of the white background in. Could do the darker green too, make a little more pieces of foliage here and there. Kind of eye it off. I think we need a little yellow in here too. What do you think? A little yellow. I'm gonna pick up some yellow. Didn't have so much yellow in the other one, but I'm gonna put a little more. Some more yellow here and there in this, just a tiny bit. Got green on the brush, so it's looking kind of limey green or yellow. The green kind of fill in some of this background too. Yeah, not too much, but it looks all right. Pink here, a little pink on these. I'll do some blue-green ones down here too. Just kind of fill this in. And then you darken the bottom of the picture. It just brings everything to the bottom. Directs it, kind of. All right, so now let's get a tiny, tiny, tiny brush. Smallest one you got. Detail brush. It's pretty small. I think it's small in this. I don't know where they are right now, but I am going to start working on these. I'm going to need a little bit of that yellow ochre or some kind of beigey color. A little yellow ochre. It's like a yellow peanut butter color. A little tiny bit. And some white, and I'm going to do his belly. Brown and white. I'm just going to come here and start doing little like strokes like it's his feathers. I don't like this brush. I need a brush. I guess I'm using this one. A little white. Kind of mash that color and like the way the strokes are going on. It's better. So it looks almost like little feathers. Then you could take that brown with a little bit of black. Make yourself kind of just a darker brown. I'm going to just do some of this too, just a tiny bit. I'll extend this tail a little bit. See, that way it makes the bird look like you painted the whole thing. Little trick. Then you can orange up that beak with some orange and that brown. Like that. A little bit. Same thing with the other one. You're going to do some brown, white, or that white and the ochre. Just start blending it into the coat. Like that. White. There's a little stripe on his face too. I don't know, can I get that? Let's see if I can do that. A little bit of white. Go. A little orange and that brown for the beak again. Shoot, just a tiny bit. Oh, I messed it up. It's okay. We'll fix it. That's good. You can take that black and brown, kind of fix that one feather. I need a little darker. Kind of come in here and fix that feather. Give him a longer tail. Another feather here. Rinse that brush, and we're gonna blend in this poppy with that red. Just come in here, and this poppy was on the napkin, so I'm going to come right in here like this. Like that. Make the button in the middle part black. Then we're going to take some white and make the little rough edge here. Yeah. And I kind of took the brown and yellow and I kind of did some highlights on here. And then I took some white and blue. Lay that down a little better. And I kind of went around this butterfly. He's missing one leg here. Green and blue. I'm gonna make this other wing like that. That piece doesn't want to stick down. A little green. Blend it all in. Take some black. Some black. We're going to kind of define this a little bit. The body with some black. And the ears, horns, whatever you want to call them. I think I should take a little white and blue, do a light blue. Light blue, maybe a little green in there. Make it a greenish blue. Lighten it up a little bit. Kind of come in here and more of a tail here. Like this. Wings, make it more pointy. Yeah. A little color in there. All right, I'll let that cinnamon. I could do more. Take some of this green and kind of make some more lines here and there. I never gave the poppy any they actually have kind of a knob right there. So is it like a knob? Bring it down. That's too green and blue, so it's more defined. And some little flowers on it. Let's do this like right here. Now you can just put small indications of flowers or stems or whatever you want if you want to fill something in. So this is pretty much it, guys. Let's do some like grass-like ones too, like this. Do some grass. Just take a look here. Sometimes I'm not even too sure what I'm doing. As long as it looks good, it's all that matters. I got green and blue in here. I'm just kind of eyeing it off now. Put a little more white on this one bird. A little more white. I feel like he needs like to have little, give him some little black feet, like he's holding onto the branches. There you go. Right here. Okay. There you go. And there we go. Half an hour it took me to do that. Well, I didn't do the background, so about 40 minutes to do that. Pretty cool, huh? So they're pretty similar. I think I should have used more brown, but I don't know, I like it. I like it with the brown, I like it with the green. They're both good. So, anyways, I got this little, we'll do this one because we got a little more time now. I'm gonna do this small one. Let this one dry. Take this one down. Let this one dry. And then I'm gonna do the small one. It's a good way to learn to do over the top stuff. I'm just gonna go over this with some white and gold. I get a big brush, white and the ochre. Just kind of start going over this. Oh, there's a little blue on here. That's okay too. A little ochre. These are kind of an antique off-white. And there's going to be stuff underneath here, but that's okay. It is okay, guys. I'll do basically the same thing I did on them, but they're going to be smaller. Does that make any sense? Just covering this up. I can come back and make those stripes if I decide to. Yep. I'll do stencils next week. I was going to do, I think it's a little too close to do 4th of July, but we're going to do it next week. It's more like Mother's Day here stuff. So I need to come up with a program for those. I have some ideas. I was mulling them over this morning. I said I really wanted to finish these paintings. So that's what we're going to do today. So I got like a off-white now. All right, so now I get a small brush. Same idea, guys. I'm going to put some background of leaves in first, green and yellow, green and ochre. And I'm just gonna, while it's still wet, I'm gonna start just slicing these in. Making a nice background to this. Up. There you go. I can do the same thing to the sides. Let it dry a minute. Where's my dryer? Have a mini background. So I'm going to do the same thing to the sides. I think that would look pretty cool. We're going to give it a try anyways. Green and blue and white. I'm just going to kind of skim over these sides and make some green and white. Make some, maybe they'll come right over the top here, like that. How's that? That's pretty cool, right? A little bit brown color too. All around the sides. I love using the sides on these. I just love it. I love doing this. We're gonna put a lot of flowers in here too. It's kind of like the background. Alright, so now we're going to start adding some flowers. So I kind of like doing the poppy thing, so let's go back to that. This one's a little smaller. It's kind of a flat edge to it. Let's wet it. Playing with my new brushes, some of these are new. Get that red out again. Let's do some more poppies. These are all going to mesh. It'll be like a, sometimes I do like a series of the same thing, and these are all going to be very similar. Put a bird on here too. Let's put one more down here. Stuff's a little sticky, this red. Need one more here. We have one going like off the canvas here. It's like a cool kind of thing. I love that when that happens. I'll put one on this side right here. Over here. We're going to set it off. We're going to do kind of a dark center here. We're going to do a black center. Right to that black, and we're going to kind of dab on some black first. So it looks like a poppy. Well, this is fun. I have some more of these small, bigger. They didn't have the small ones last time, so I'll do something similar. Alright. Now, let's do, well, we're getting some birds on this too, so let's find some birds first before I do any more flowers. This is a smaller area, so let's do this bird. He's different. He's a little fatter bird. He's a little chubby guy. He's a little chubby guy. And he'll match the, he's got a little orange here, so he'll match the flowers a little bit. Let's put him like, that. Let him dry a second. I think we'll add some of those little pink flowers. This pink's getting a little thick too. I'm gonna add some water to it. We're gonna make some little, like, flowers to this too. It's a little cluster right here. Kind of lighten this up a tiny bit. Need a little yellow center to these, a little yellow center. A tiny brush and find one. Add some little stems to these too. And some little leaves. I think we'll do the same thing over in this corner. Well, it looks like too many people are on today, so if you guys see this later, just put hashtag rewatch so I know that you're watching. I hope you like these little paintings I'm doing. We'll put this like right here. We could put some like, even right on this edge right here, we could put some, just to make it interesting. Little yellow center. Kind of lighten these up a little bit, same thing. Some green. Make sure I got little stems on these too. Little leaves. Let's see what else. I like those little things I did too, so maybe we'll do a few. Those will still be looking things. Just because I think it needs some blue in here. It really sets the whole thing off. It's a really tiny brush. The blue and the purple, as you know. Kind of small, but that's okay. We'll do one up here too, a couple up here. Then we do a little bit of violet over the top. And a little white. Not too much white. Blend that in a little bit. There we go, not too much. Get some green and blue, dark. Make some little stems again. Go. Green and blue. I'll do some little stems here and there, little things with more flowers. Same kind of theme, just kind of make some little random sections of, just to fill it in a little bit. Get some leaves here and there. There you go. Now take some white and a little like this. That's a little too bright, but let's mix some red in with it. Make a pinky red. Pinky red. That's so bright. Pretty, huh? So this pink, and just kind of put in a few little dots of pink. There you go. Like those little flowers there or something. Kind of fills it all in. Let that dry. I'm going to do that bird. I'm going to kind of come around the sides here and mess around, put some flowers in here. Same kind of thing. Just to give a little interest. What's nice about these thicker sides is you can extend your painting. If you guys know the ones I did with the bottles, I did bottles on the side too. Cool. This blends it a little better when you do these a little bit wet. Take some green and make a stem. Same thing. Get a little pink flower over here if you want to, a couple. Same thing. Just gonna make little stems, little leaves. You know. This one I think I'll just do pink flowers in this one since there's some coming over out already. Oops. Okay. We'll do that brown and white. Start doing his belly. Just a little bit of a white color right in here. Just lighten that up. His wings are a little darker. Those little feet right here, we're gonna kind of just give the slightest indication. I'm gonna put a branch there. Tone this down a little bit too bright. Darken that belly up a little bit. Orange and brown beak here. Tiny bit. I can make kind of a brown and black kind of branch here. If he's sitting on something. Let's put a few leaves on there here and there. Just a few leaves. Like a little reddish orange on his face too. I'm just gonna kind of slightest tinge. A little bit. That's too bright. A little bit. Okay, another one. Be cute. All around the sides. Adorable, huh? I think this one needs a little more leaves over here. More leaves in this one. Kind of fixing up a few spots here. So it looks like I'm losing. Yeah, so you guys have a great afternoon. That was everything. I will post all my pictures of all my paintings so you can see them, and have a great afternoon. And I will see you guys next week. Like I said, if you see this, make sure you put rewatch. It's starting to break up on me again, so I will see you guys later. Hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And guys, make lots of art, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.